Hello and welcome to the video and to my second playthrough for Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, as you can see, this is technically going to be my fourth character, but so basically we're going to be doing a Hufflepuff character. It was originally going to be Filthy Mudblood, the Slytherin, but I since found out that Hufflepuff has a very cool exclusive mission to the House of Hufflepuff. So I've not looked into the mission other than knowing where it's set. I don't know if it's as cool as it sounds or if it's more misleading. So we're just going to find that out together. But like I say, we're just going to make a very quick character. So I'll let you read that by there quickly if you would like to read it. I'm only going to leave it there for a few seconds. And start. So let's have a look. Let's try and make a different kind of character. Yeah, that one I think looks pretty different from my other ones, which I don't even know what my other characters were. No, that may not be. Oh yeah, that's the one I did first. Alright, we'll have that one. We'll try and give him a... what's this? A face shape. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll work. Haircut. Give him... I want him to have like a slightly longer hairstyle, but not like super long. What's that? No, that's a longer hairstyle. Oh, these are very feminine haircuts, most of these. Is there any guys' haircuts down here that have some sort of length to them that aren't afro? No, okay. Where are we? What's the difference between these two? Oh, is that kind of... yeah, we'll have that one. Alright. That'll do. Hair colour, we'll go for a funky hair colour. Because all my characters have had reasonably dyed hairs. Was there like a blood orange sort of colour there then? No, it doesn't. No, we'll go purple. That's purple, I think. I don't care about the complexion. We'll give this guy clear skin, no blemishes or anything, no scars. Is that the purple one? So look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dots after that. And if we go to hair, there's 2. Okay, so if I go... so that should now be the same colour, providing the eyebrows and the hair have the same colour schemes. So we can have voice 1, make it as high as possible.
That was quite something.
No, that sounds stupid. Okay, bring it back down 1.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Do it again. Can I just click on the same one?
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
So we're going to go for hard mode, as I said. And this character, I'm not sure if you can see right here. We're going to call him Merlin. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to check the spell number here just to be safe, because you can't change it once you start the game. Yeah, and I know I spelled Merlin right, but we'll make sure Merlin spells his name the same way. Alright, yes. And here we go. So like I say, I have... oh, what? What? Can I not be Merlin? Or is it Dumbledore, do you reckon? Okay, We can't do... Let's assume it's Merlin they don't like. What should we change it to instead? Severus Dumbledore. Ah. Alright, let's go Merlin. Merlin Gaunt. What? You're not allowed Dumbledore? What a load of shit that is. I don't like that. I think that's crap. Why did they restrict you having Dumbledore as a name?
It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well,
So yeah, in this playthrough,
sure
I'm going to be a little bit more thorough
to a second-hand wand.
than I was
You'll be a force
in my
to be
initial
reckoned with
playthrough.
when
I'm
we
going to
get
do some
around.
more side activities to
Thank you,
level up a
Professor
bit more.
I appreciate you
And I'm not
working
going to be
with
rushing it
full-time.
quite as much. I want to just enjoy my time and just have fun with it, basically.
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long.
Oh, what a
When I
goofball this
received
guy
your
is.
owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Right, let's have a look here. So,
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as you're
I'm very excited to see the Hogwarts, not Hogwarts, the Hufflepuff common room.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
I can't believe they really won't let you name your character Dumbledore. That's really crap. Does that mean if I tried naming myself Potter or Granger or Weasley, they may not let me as well? Fun fact, if this game is actually set in 1890 as it's believed, Dumbledore is 2 years away from getting his letter and going to Hogwarts. Which I personally don't think it is. I think it's a little further ahead, my estimation was. Just because there's a certain date that's said in the game. It's like, oh, you know, the way how it's said, it feels to me like it happened multiple years ago, not a year or two ago. I don't know if it's just me, but if someone asked me about COVID, I'd be like, oh yeah, COVID in whatever year it was, I can't remember off the top of my head because it was a blur. Like say 2020, I wouldn't say, you know,
Just barely.
you know, in 2021, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, COVID in 2020, I last year.
A new
But yeah,
student.
either way,
New?
let's go.
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
No, I haven't seen this four
It is
times. I've seen it
indeed.
two
None of the
times.
faculty
I
has
skipped
ever
it
heard of
on
anyone
my
being
Slytherin
admitted
character
to
because I just wanted to
Hogwarts
see the Slytherin common room.
Or have I?
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Yeah.
Well,
And also in
you
terms
couldn't
of
have asked for a
story,
better mentor.
any decisions for
Professor
the story and
Fig is not
whatnot
only
that I
an
can
exceptional
make,
teacher,
I
he's
will
also a
be
remarkably
making different
intuitive
ones from
and
what I did
gifted
in the
wizard.
Ravenclaw
Mr.
save.
Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
Like September
have
1st.
Opinions differ as to how
If
great a
that
threat
one
my
is
luck
actually
really
the
is.
correct, I think that's the one that they say.
Although
If
I've
you
yet to convince
if
my
you
colleagues
take
at the
like you know,
ministry,
if you freeze it,
he is a significant
it's
threat.
1890
And
on that newspaper,
was
which
your
if it
wife,
is, that kind of
Eleazar,
narrows it
who
down
alerted me to his
concretely. It
activities
has to be
months ago.
1890 because he's not going to be showing you a newspaper from 2 years ago.
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this.
You are. What's
It
that?
was the last thing she sent me,
What
Eleazar.
an odd,
It
strange
came to me
object.
via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. to keep it safe.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Oh, we had the Pokemon Presents today. Earlier today, if you haven't seen it. I won't lie, it's not great.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait!
Pokemon Sleep.
We do.
There he is. Oh, I love that scene. I was not expecting that first time round, honestly. And even now, still, it feels so unexpected that they would literally kill someone in front of you and confirm it by showing you the Thestrals. Like, we now know our guy has now witnessed death. That guy from the ministry did not apparate out of there. He was not fortunate.
The key!
Quickly, grab it!
Give me your hand!
Accio!
Accio!
Oh, he just used wandless magic, I just realised. I was wandless.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Smidge.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Righto, Professor, righto. Yeah, like for example, when we go to Hogsmeade for the first time, we took Sebastian, so this time round we're going to take Natty. One thing I wanted to do was lose to Sebastian in the duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
What the hell got into that damn
And I
thing?
did that earlier
Attacking
today.
a carriage mid-air?
And it turns
typical
out you're just
dragon
not
would
allowed
never.
to. You fail the
Professor?
quest if Sebastian beats you.
Sir, where
Which
are
is
we?
a bit,
I'm not sure.
But
But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
oh, I do apologise,
And
I'm
I'm
trying
to
to get a
enchant it to
Pepsi.
bring whoever touches it to a
Oh,
specific
yeah.
place.
Only got a few pages in, but I've started reading Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone again. I've only
feeling
read it
better,
once
sir,
years
if you
ago,
like to look
and I've
around a
only
bit.
currently got all the first
I
3
would.
books
But
with
stay
me. I have
close.
all the books,
We've
but
no
they're
idea
in
who created
in
this
my
port
mum's
key.
attic, so I'm gonna have to
Or why.
reacquire all the books. And before we carry on, I want to quickly make sure the settings I changed are still in effect. The frame cap is off, motion blur is off, film grain is off, and I looked online. Yeah, I dropped. People recommended dropping the HDR brightness from 25 to like 6 or 7, but I thought that'd be a bit too low for me, because apparently it's like it does something to the image. Like it's not as detailed or it's not as nice or something. So yeah, so if this is looking a little bit dark, I do apologise. I'll make sure to upload these on a timely basis. So if it is dark,
How
let me know
far
in
did that
the
port key take
comments.
us?
Farther from London than the carriage
comments.
travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
But of
Sir,
course,
those
if it gets
roads-
dark, I've always got
The port key was
lumos.
meant to lead us there. I do.
Honestly, it's such a
This has
gorgeous
not
game.
been
I
the
love
day
it.
either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Oh, it's so funny now to think if they actually do a new game plus. I've already got 4 characters with all
Mind
4
your
of the
step.
houses.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent
For the
years
male
searching for
voice,
evidence
it
of a
feels like
long-forgotten
every
form of
version
ancient magic.
other than the default
Ancient
pitch
magic?
one sounds
Yes,
off slightly.
A powerful
Like
magic wielded by a rare few.
Filthy Mudblood,
that seems
she's
to have
got
been
the
lost to
highest
time.
pitch for the female voice, and it still sounds nice. It doesn't
Hogwarts
sound
Castle was
distorted or
built
slightly,
by, and
sorry,
is itself a
slightly off.
stronghold
It
of
just
that
sounds
ancient
normal.
magic. I don't know where she came into possession
Maybe
of the
they just
portkey,
should have done
but I am
2 or 3
certain it was to
different
do
male
with
and
that
female
search.
voices
Ah, there's the
to
path
give
down
you the
below.
different
This way.
pictures, rather than distort the voice. Oh god, distort the voice to make
So,
it
why was your
higher
wife
and lower.
searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than
Oh, we're
any
finally going to be
power.
making a Rowan
What really
wood wand
matters
as well.
is the one who
Finally going to be
wields
doing it. Filthy Mudblood, she has the wand that the Wizarding
that
World
ice?
It's not
website,
cold enough here.
and
It
by
appears to be a
extension
sort
I
of
assume
enchantment.
Pottermore gave me years ago.
Someone wanted to
I just
block
changed
this
the
path.
colour from
Let's
the
see some
natural
of that
grey
wand
to
work you were practicing.
it's like honey
Focus on
honey
the
brown or
center.
something it was, I believe. Ow!
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, I don't need to see that. Ah! Oh yeah, before we carry on, where was... Here we go, the settings. We got enemy target info. Yeah, I've turned that off. I want to see if I can turn off. Show health. No, yeah, show me that. Show me the... Yeah, show me those. Quest notifications. We get rid of standard notifications. I'm not really sure what standard notifications are. Show tool wheel hub. We'll get rid of you because I don't know what you specifically. And show special notifications. I'm not sure what they're referring to either. So we'll get rid of those just so there's less
Unexpected.
interruptions. And also when it comes to like the items you have in your LB, you know, when you hold LB it'll show you all the items.
Ah, up there.
Ah, indeed. One of them figgy boy. The fool. And to think. Oh, okay. It doesn't show you what items you got
We're close now.
when you
It's
get rid
just
of the
ahead.
notifications. So we'll put those back on. I want to know what items I'm getting. Alright, I guess that's what they're referring to. Show mount controls. Yeah, keep that off. I'd like to know my health bar. Show experience slash... you know, yes, I like to know I've leveled up, so I don't want to turn that off. We'll keep on the quest notifications. HUD tracking icons. Alright, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Apparently there's a way to remove the like the highlighted enemy outline.
Steady yourself.
Okay, Professor!
Reparo.
I love it. I love it. Ozzy is so good. Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier. And this game as a foundation, like
Almost there.
are you guys okay? Like, if you use this game as the foundation of a sequel where they improve on certain aspects of the game and don't mess around with, you know, don't fix what's not broken. If they leave alone the things that work and touch up the things
Why
that
would
could be
someone build
better,
this here?
this
I
game could be
suspect they
like
value their
easily
privacy.
a sequel. Even could be one of the best
Portkey led us
games
here
ever
for
made.
a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Like, you know, give you more spells, more alchemy options, and like, you know, potions and ingredients. There's our mini map. More beasts to capture and stuff. More items inside the room of requirement. When you go, go on quests like going to Hogsmeade, giving you more than 2 character options. I find it really odd that
enchanted crystallized
I feel like
stone.
at minimum it should have
But
been
what could it be blocking?
you get given either 2 or
What's
all
this?
3 options of the
Professor
other
Fig.
students in your house. Like, I don't know all the characters' name, but you know, if you're Slytherin, like they ask you if Sebastian or Ominous,
How
or
odd.
whatever the girl is who does
Why would
Quidditch. If
someone
one of
have
them want to
conjured
go
that
with you, if you're in
enchanted
Gryffindor,
stone
they ask you about
here?
Natty,
And how is there a
Gareth
room
Weasley,
behind it?
and I can't remember who the third
What
one is.
room?
And same for
I
Ravenclaw.
don't
I think
see
that would have
anything.
been, it would have made more
There's
sense.
that glow again. Like the
Because
glow
you
on
only
the
did
portkey
one
container.
mission, like, well, no, one mission with Sebastian and one mission with Natty. So it's not as if you were really that close with them. So I do wish they gave you the option of more characters for that point.
Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Maybe make it so different brooms actually have different stats. That would have been a fun one, or a nice one. Oh, it turns out as well, I've done it last time as well. You can actually just like walk around this little room. I always just instinctively walk up to the goblin and interact with him. So I didn't realise this room has nothing to look at, but you can see you can see the little Gringotts goblin, look. Oh, you know what? Oh my god. What's he got here? Got a little pile of books. Is that some galleons he got there? There, got some scrolls. Oh, I love it. I've never looked at the goblin by there. Alright, let's go.
Hello?
Bombarda!
It can't be.
Why can't it be?
Just a moment. Ooh.
Because I got the, which you can see on my YouTube channel actually, I got a video showing them. I can't remember what they're called, it's like the magical beasts or magical creatures or something. There's a little model set that you could get for
Vault number
different
12,
creatures
I
in Harry
Precisely.
Potter or the Wizarding World. And one of them that you can get is a Gringotts
key.
goblin behind this little,
Your wife's
whatever you want to
portkey.
call his thing
Oh,
there.
yes,
This
of
little
course.
desk or whatever. And it's possibly my favourite one because it just looks so cool.
This way, then.
There's also a few dragons. There's like the dragon that was guarding some of the vaults in Gringotts that you see in Deathly Hallows. There's another dragon. Is it the Hungarian Horntail that
After
Harry
you.
has to battle in Goblet of Fire? It might be that dragon. You get this one with a Dementor. There's Hedwig, Dobby, Fawkes, Aragog.
Keep your hands inside the car.
I'm not sure if I ever got this one, but there was also the troll from Philosopher's Stone. Because I can't remember when I stopped buying them after the second set. There was like 2 sets of 5 or 6 or something, and I believe I got the first 2 of them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a
that
few on our way to
little,
vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
This
Are
music
private
is so
entrances to
nice,
the back
especially now with the
common
headphones. I can
Gringotts?
hear it better.
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a
Yeah,
breath.
so you can also skip this if you.
That waterfall washes
Oh yeah,
away
they've got
all
the skip thing by there.
enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Settle in. Ah, so good. Hold up. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here then?
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
I still can't tell if that goblin is just grumpy because he's supposed to be a god, or if he is actually like a Ranrock loyalist.
Professor.
So yeah,
The
I'm not
armband
going
that
to
Card
be
was wearing was glowing.
going out of my way
Like the
to
glow you
give
saw in the
spoilers,
portkey container.
but I'm
No,
not going to
darker.
be actively
I saw that
avoiding
same
spoilers
glow
in
on the
this
dragon's
playthrough.
collar.
Yeah, what
Like I
was
say, I've
that?
already
We
done
were
the
just
full
wondering
playthrough
about
on
that
the
goblet
channel.
back there.
So if you
He
don't
watches
want
over
spoilers
the
but you want to
oldest
see
section
the
of the
game,
bank.
then watch my
Rarely anyone goes
Ravenclaw
there
playthrough. What have I called this? Like becoming the darkest wizard in Ravenclaw or something it's called.
Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
Same for by here,
The
look.
goblin's
Again,
been
I never
stationed
even
at
looked.
my
I
desk
don't
for
recall
hundreds of
anyway.
years.
Maybe I did on
In
my
that
first
time,
impressions
no
video.
one has
But you can
visited
actually...
Vault 12 until today.
You know, there's not much to look at. Because we're so low down. Weirdly, you'd think when... But then again, I suppose not. When these sort of places first begin, they don't consider the you know, the real estate space, so they spread things out quite far, and then as they become more and more popular, they have to start cramming them together.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Alright. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh my god, I've never seen that. Haha.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready
Alright.
your wand and focus.
Ah, we will get to know this spell. Oh god. That was close. Revelio!
Revelio.
Revelio!
There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to check what creatures there are in the
Door.
Well,
the
that's a
magical
start.
creatures collection.
There's that
But my
symbol again.
iPad's been an ass.
I don't suppose you
So
see
we
a
got
way
here.
to...
So we got
I do,
Niffler
Professor. That symbol has the same
and
glow as the one I saw on the
Bowtruckle, and
portkey
these are
container.
part of the
If what you
Fantastic
can see
Beasts
reveals
collection.
The way forward, then
Right,
I
we've got
dare say
Hedwig, I
we
got
are
that
about
one.
to discover the
Dobby,
secret
I
of
got
this
that
vault.
one. Basilisk,
Lead the way.
Hungarian Horntail, Ukrainian Iron Belly. These are still in order. Then you got Buckbeak as number 6, the Dementor as number 7, Fawkes, Nagini, Gringotts Goblin. Right, yeah, I got the first 10. Oh no, I've also got Fluffy as well. But then, right, these are the 2. I'm only missing 2, I think. Or maybe I'm not even sure. So there's Crookshanks, that's number 11. You got the Troll, that's number 12. Again, I don't think I have those 2. Fluffy, which I have. The Cornish Pixie that I have, Aragog, and then there's the Mandrake that I also don't have. So I'm only potentially missing Mandrake, Crookshanks, the Troll, and Niffler and Bowtruckle. And if that's the case, I might have to go back to buy the rest of them. Like, they're not really cheap, and I'm not even sure if I can really afford to be spending like £30 each
This
on
is
them
no
right now.
ordinary vault.
But considering I've
I
got
suspect
roughly
we need
10
to
of them,
earn our way out of here.
What do you
part of me
mean,
wants to get the
earn our way
rest.
out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close.
How about a
There
little
will be no
Lumos for all of us,
disapparating if
Professor?
things go
Huh?
poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Yeah, there's a thing about that as well in the game which I love, which I'm not sure if it is actually disapparating, but you can get an upgrade for your character where one of
I
the
see something
talents.
up
If you
ahead.
press and hold
What is
B,
it?
your character
That
will
glow
kind of disapparate as like a dash forward, but you can't do it if you're in Hogwarts.
What happened?
And I guess that whole thing is,
When
you know,
I
you
moved towards
can't
the glow,
disapparate
it
on the
suddenly
Hogwarts
seemed
grounds.
as if the ground was swirling about.
Or Hogwarts
Are
grounds.
you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a
Hello,
reflection
Jason.
in the floor.
How's it going?
Revelio.
I presume this is what
Ah,
you
there
saw
he is.
reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Alright, I will cast Lumos. Ah, the red thing is a lot closer when you do it on hard mode. It's mad how they've made everything harder. You've acquired... Yeah.
Lumos.
Well done.
Lumos!
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
I thought we already established that. Right, let's see how well this goes for us, shall we? Hope you're doing well.
Look out!
Protego!
Yeah. Alright.
Descendo. Levioso. Deposa.
I love that. Alright, come on then, what we got? I imagine my window's gonna be a lot smaller.
Levioso. Deposa. Confringo.
Protego!
Alright,
Descendo.
first I destroyed him before he had the chance.
Deposa.
There we go.
Exposo.
Oh, my voice went then.
Confringo. Protego.
Ah!
Deposa.
Professor, how about an offensive spell here?
Stay close.
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor,
there it
where
is.
are you?
So there should
This
be
isn't
3 treasure
Where am I
chests
supposed to
here.
go?
Yeah, you can
Revelli,
kind of
what's
see one over
happening?
there, look. There it is.
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
I know it's a bit dark, it's just easier to see the chests.
Lumos.
There you go. Turn it back on for a second. There it is.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
I have just captured 2 Gimmighoul Roman form. Oh, no, alright. Oh, that's awesome. From the, what they announced in the Pokemon Presents.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
I can't imagine I will manage to get any
Seems
of
I have no
those,
choice.
because
I'm
I
gonna
just
have to
don't play
fight my way out
Pokemon
of
Go
here.
anymore.
Protego! Stupid one! Stupid one!
The DLC should be cool though. Be fun to try. Although, considering how buggy the base game was, it feels a bit of a slap in the face to charge £31.50 for the DLC.
Protego! Stupid one!
If you ask me, anyway. Especially since they haven't done any updates to address the problems.
Stupid one! Stupid one!
Ah, gentlemen, it is not your day.
Stupid one! Protego! Stupid one!
Do you never learn?
Stupid one!
That one guy is getting all his mates killed.
Stupid one!
only yourself to blame. The item that you get allows you to catch it from inside of your house. Oh, okay. Well, that's useful.
Revelio. Lumos.
Maybe I will give it a bash. I'm pretty sure my house has a, not house, but you know where I live, has a Pokemon stop right next door or something. Like I say, I'm going to buy the DLC. Probably wait until a little bit closer to the announced date of, what was it? Was it no, winter was the second DLC, so autumn. Like, you know, a bit closer to when it's due to come out, I'll probably grab it. It'll be nice. I just wish, you know, I hope they will, because from what I've seen, though, they didn't for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I just hope they do some updates to, you know, improve the game's stability and maybe patch in some updated textures and make the game look nicer.
What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
Because it's annoying. The situation is annoying, but it makes sense at the same time.
That is a pensive.
You know, Pokemon is,
for viewing memories.
was it the highest grossing individual franchise of all time? So they don't need to make the games that, you know, great in theory, because people will buy them. But at the same time, it's the highest grossing franchise of all time. They can afford to make their games better, and it's not going to hurt them. Like, obviously, yeah, it'll probably affect their bottom line because they put in more money into the games, but they can afford it, and then they'll get probably more people buying their games because of the the positive reception and the positive press that comes along with it.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability
Well,
to see what others
considering
cannot
you done
will
this
not be enough,
400 years
Pascal.
ago, it might have
We
been
are
hidden a
entrusting
little
one who
too
embarks
well.
on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces
You
of
can
an ancient
indeed.
magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to
nice.
understanding why.
Is that a good CB for a Gimme Ghoul?
Rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Yes, we have to remember now to complete the
Seems
game
my
and get the
reputation precedes me.
House Cup ceremony.
I was
We
beginning
need to be
think
level
no one was ever
34.
gonna visit
So I gotta
Ravenfall.
make sure I'm
And why are you here?
at least level 33 going
No
into the
need
final
for that.
fight with Ranrock.
Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Kill him!
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have.
Ah! Put him no! Put him down gentler.
I have no patience for traitors.
I've had to watch my man there die 3 times. I skipped it on my
Where were
slivering
we?
character because
I'm not giving you anything.
Well,
I don't want to burn myself out on
perhaps
the
your young
cutscenes, although
friend here
I've played this
will
game
be more
so much since it came out. Oh, weird fact as well I found out a moment ago when starting this character. You're not allowed to name your character Dumbledore. For some reason there's a restriction on your character's last name being Dumbledore. Because I tried naming my character Merlin Dumbledore, because I'm going to wear my Merlin robe throughout the entire playthrough. And it's like, no, you can't do that. It's like, alright then. So I changed my name to be Severus Dumbledore, because I thought maybe it's because of the Merlin trials. They didn't want to confuse you. But that was also not allowed. So I named myself Merlin Gaunt. And Gaunt is the like the name of the people who are descendants of Salazar Slytherin, and also Voldemort is like the final remaining Gaunt or something, or he's a descendant of the Gaunts as well. But it allowed me to have the name of Gaunt. I hope I spelt it right because I didn't check.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin.
I should have just spelt Dumbledore
Totally
with
unaffected
one
by my
letter wrong
magic.
or something.
Where
Dumbledore
are
or Dumbledore, D-O-O-R,
It can't
Dumbledore.
be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the
I have, however, watched
locket,
this cutscene
and
4
the
times because I
path to
absolutely
both
love it.
wanted someone with your ability to end up
Oh, there it
here.
is. There it is.
Come,
Hedwig's
we have a
theme.
sorting ceremony to get to.
We do indeed, my man. We do indeed. Go on, let me have it. So good. And they got an owl. See, I love this game so much. Isn't that 5? Sword, Shield, Eevee, Pikachu, and... Oh, from Pokemon Go. Sorry, I thought I said and... yeah, I thought you meant 1 in Pokemon Go and then those 4 games. Yeah. I think my mum gave me a Melmetal. A Meltan. No, yeah, Melmetal. My mum got me a Melmetal because I just couldn't be asked for it. But my mum loves Pokemon Go. She still
good.
plays it now,
We
so
haven't missed the sorting
if they
ceremony.
add Gimme Ghoul into the game just as a default,
no
she will
expert,
get
but
it.
That
And
seems
also, if I don't tell her about
appropriate.
Pokemon Sleep so she can
Now,
get herself a Snorlax
I
with
need to
a
study this
nightcap,
locket as
she
soon
will
as
not
I
be
can,
happy
but
with
first
me.
I must contact the ministry.
So I'll have
They
to let
need
her
to know
know
what
about
happened
that
to
so
George
she can
during
get
the
herself the
War of Ranrock.
nightcap version of
For the moment,
Snorlax.
I ask that you keep all
Maybe
that's
she'll
happened
give
this
me
evening
Gimme
between
Ghouls of
you
all
and
evolution
me.
because I haven't
Of course,
caught one. I
Thank
got
you.
Pokemon
Ready for the sorting
Well, I
ceremony?
got Scarlet and Violet, but I played primarily Scarlet, and my cousin got Violet, but he never really played it much, so I didn't get someone to trade and get the full Pokédex, so I could never be asked to go back and collect all the coins to evolve Gimme Ghoul, or whichever the little one was called.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
I feel like I might give Pokemon Sleep
Prepare
just a
yourself to
bash,
meet
because what's the worst that'll
the
happen? I just
headmaster.
leave my phone beside me while I sleep just to see what happens.
Fig, nice of you to join
I now
us.
officially need to
The
get
sorting
2 of the
ceremony is
Pokemon Go
over.
Plus
There
Plus. Oh, that's not so bad. My mum has bought
Complications?
like 5 or
It
6
seems the goblin
Pokemon Plus things.
I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm
Pokemon
rapidly
Go
losing
Plus.
whatever
She got
patience I
tons
had
of them.
left.
So she's probably going to do the same with you, if
you're
not buy
lucky,
more than
we
2.
might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Oh, thank you, Professor Black. It's awfully generous of you.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, Professor Fig. I need to Google what Professor Fig is the professor of, because I don't think they ever tell you what class he bloody teaches, and it annoys me, because I want to know what the hell he's teaching.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be
there she
sorted.
is. Ah, hello there, Weaselby.
You're just in time. Have a seat.
Like I said, we're going to be going Hufflepuff this time, so then we have all 4 houses. And probably in a day or two I'll do a quick little live stream, or a quick little video, which will obviously be a stream. And I'm going to show all 4 of the common rooms, just for anyone who wants to see all 4 of them. Because I know I did. Well, that's why I got 4 characters.
Aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to start classes.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at
Goal, I
Hogwarts.
need to get 2 in Pokemon Go and then just 1 for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. As what's his name?
And what you learn in class will prepare you for
Gold and
challenges
Go is already
outside
available
the
in both
classroom
games.
as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, but you're brave at heart.
At some point, I'm sure I'll go back to it. I'm
Exceptionally
gutted that they didn't reveal
Undaunted
Nido
by
King
the
and Nido
unknown.
Queen for the DLCs
Willing
though.
to forge
I need my
ahead alone
Nidos back.
when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
No, I shouldn't have changed my, what's it called? I am Hufflepuff. Oh, I also found out that apparently Helga Hufflepuff is Welsh, or supposed to be Welsh within the law, because of where they say she's from and stuff.
And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival.
Also,
here
they
this
mention
evening.
they mention a Quidditch team called the Holyhead Harpies, and apparently they are the Welsh Quidditch team.
Better be Hufflepuff.
Yeah! Let's see the Hufflepuff common room then, is it? I can't wait. I have no idea what to expect. They live right next to a kitchen, so maybe food everywhere.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury
One
on the pitch in
more
last
thing.
spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Boo!
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether.
You suck,
but
Black.
Don't tempt me. You are here to
Don't
focus
tempt
on your
me, Frodo.
academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Awfully kind of you.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
I also found out as well, you know, like Merlin, the, oh wait a minute, let's have a look at this
It's quite
first.
uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm
Like-
sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff
Ha-ha.
common room.
This
Every
is
time I
the
come here, it
entrance.
spits vinegar at me.
I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must
Indeed.
tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the 2nd row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
Lay it on me. Ah!
Well
Ah!
done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have
just
a
like
big
magic.
day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Yeah, also I found out, apparently, you know, like Merlin, I'm not sure what, like, Merlin the Wizard, Merlin the Magician, whatever you want to call him. Apparently he was actually created, like, he's like, you know, a Welsh creation from like the year 500 or something. And he was originally this sort of crazy forest
Looks like everyone's
madman,
gone.
like, oh.
Better head to the common room.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm in a hobbit house, or a hobbit hole. And what I say, it's not food, it's tea, but something that you consume. Ah, apples by the bed. Food. And then they, like, you know, for the tales of Arthur and what have you in, I think it was like 1100, something like that. They brought him back for that. And then they made him a more wise character. And J.K. Rowling, oh my god, I love it. Look at this. I don't know, I really am getting Hobbit vibes. Especially the doors. Oh, this is great. I love that all the common rooms are very different. Where's the girls' side? Because in Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, you can't go to the other gender's rooms. There's, you know, like an obstacle that stops you. In Slytherin, however, I'm not sure if it's because in Slytherin I made a female character, or because Slytherins are all promiscuous horn dogs, but there's no restriction in where you go in Slytherin. You can go into any of the rooms on both sides. There's not like a big snake that drops down and eats you if you try going into the wrong side. And let's have a look what happens. Oh, got stairs. Who's this guy? Haha. So, oh, see, look. Ah, I think you can see this in the open world, in the overworld.
Thank you for not biting me.
Right, let's go upstairs. We gotta find where the girls' rooms are. Ah, there we are. See? So the girls' rooms are upstairs. Just like Gryffindor, this Hufflepuff has a staircase that slides you back down. Oh no! So yeah, it's just Slytherin. They're all horn dogs.
You don't need to be
Arthur
frightened, little cat.
Plumley.
Arthur's got you. It's all right.
I can't.
Oh, it's this nerd.
Come
What
on.
is this
you
with
went that way.
magic? You
Hope
literally
they can catch him.
wizards.
Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Hail, hail!
Was that your cat?
Nerdy Arthur.
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame, I think magical beasts are incredible.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did
Glumbumbles.
bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet?
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as
Oh.
the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Ah, you love to hear it.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Alright, wrong button. Alright, I can't bring up the pause menu anyway. I wanted to change my robe. Okay.
What's this? Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there.
Oh, nice little bit of foreshadowing
You're the new
there.
Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Letter
change
from
the
my
picture of
uncle.
my guy after this.
So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumours. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
I was indeed. Yes, I was.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
the
I'm
fat
glad you
friar
made it
just
here
floated
alive.
past us as well.
Anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Is your uncle alright?
Are you sure everything is alright with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Nice. That fucking cat. Shut up. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Meow. It doesn't even sound like a cat. It's weird. Where's my guy's pitch? We'll just put it as the default pitch. I'm fed up of hearing the guy with this default voice. But all the... Wow. That's a weird looking cactus. Oh, another cup of tea? What's this? Oh, I got some cake. See, I told you, Hufflepuff. Foodies.
There you are. There you are.
Lenora Everly. Everly? Is there anywhere else to look at around here? Oh, I want to go upstairs. It's probably identical, but you get a nice view of down here. But that would also mean the... Wait, does that mean that these games just restrict the boys from going into the girls' rooms because they don't trust the boys? Because surely, unless when you're a girl, the boys' rooms are upstairs and the girls' rooms are downstairs, there would be nothing. Because otherwise, well, they'll just close this door so girls can't get in this room. I suppose they could do that, really. Just have a door slam shut when you get near it.
Thank you for not biting me.
Oh, that's the fat friar. Look at him, the nerd. Oh, he's flickering in and out of existence. Dancing Chudley cannons. Oh! What is this? More cake? Oh, badger. Nice chair. That's a... Oh my god. See? Foodies. Look at all them plates. This is ridiculous. Another locked chest. Ah, Niffler! What we got there? I can't see what that is. Is that a frog? Lollies. I think that's a frog with a lollipop. Another cake. Oh my god, more plates. A unicorn. A bow, of all things. Is it a dirry claw? A cowl? A craw? I can't remember what it's called. A dirry craw, maybe? You meet them later in the game. It's a magical beast that's in the game. I forgot what it's called though.
Thank you for not biting me.
Ah, an
hello.
owl.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year.
You mean to tell me that you think this
Quite the
owl
dramatic
in the
entrance you
Hufflepuff
made.
common room
Can't
belongs
imagine
to
wanting
one
call
of the
attention to yourself.
Hufflepuffs?
Especially since
Get
everyone
out of
will be
here.
watching to see how much you already know.
Bringing that madness in this house of logic. I'm not worried.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual.
It's not unusual.
You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff,
me
you'll prove yourself in no time.
I'm such a
hard-working
mess.
too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm
Maybe
Lenora,
they're
by
just
the way.
lying to you.
Lenora Everly. Well,
Everly.
mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
You think you should have been a Ravenclaw?
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her, Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was
That's
nice
nice to
meeting
meet
you,
you.
Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Oh, yeah, it turned out as well. I found out there's the Friar keeps like bugging out. There's like an expression or whatever you want to call it in Harry Potter's lore, which is called a hat stall, which is when the hat is thinking for 5 minutes about what house you should be in.
Can't believe I'm
And I believe there's a few hat stalls in recorded lore, and one of them is Peter Pettigrew.
Now, in
And
light of your
Neville
unique
Longbottom
situation,
and Hermione
joining us as a
Granger
fifth
were
year, you'll
almost
need to
hat
catch up
stalls,
with
I
your
believe.
classmates
I know
and
Hermione
not
was, I think
fall
Neville
behind.
was as well, but I can't remember for
Especially
sure.
as you'll be
But I believe it was
expected
like
to
4
complete
minutes for
your
both of them.
OWLs
But it's
at the end
only a
of the
hat
year.
stall if it's at least
OWLs?
5 minutes.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Your
They will determine what type
MOOs.
of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Success! Ah, a
Here
book.
you are.
A big book. So yeah, unlike my other character, or my other playthrough, what we're going to be doing when we play in here is I am going to be making a bigger effort to complete the book.
What is it?
So
It
if
is
I
a
get
wizard's
into
field
battle
guide.
or into
It will
combat,
help you to keep track of what you are learning,
you know,
so
unless
that you master all
I
that's
can't or
expected
unless
of a
I
fifth
mess it up,
year.
I'm going to try to
You would
complete
be
the
wise to
challenges
take
or
full
the
advantage
dueling,
of this
whatever they call them.
exceptionally valuable resource.
I'm going to not waste loads of time collecting collectibles to get the experience, but I will
Thank
be doing
you,
a
Professor,
little bit
but
more of
what
that.
do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you
And
may
I'll also
have.
be doing some more
Walk
side
with
quests.
me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
I'm a coming, I'm a coming.
Revelio.
Yeah.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about
Ah,
wizarding
another
lore.
treasure chest. Don't mind me.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Yeah?
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your
What the hell was that?
surroundings.
Oh, I broke a
Do
pot.
keep up.
Sorry, I broke a pot. I broke my leg.
Lumos.
Oh, gotta get some more snacks.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Ah, Helga Hufflepuff's cookbook. House Elf recipe book. Rumoured to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations. That's what I was referring to. Her recipes are in the book. It's not actually her book. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favourite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. Yeah, probably. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm not going to read any of this malarkey that comes up on screen. We're just going through it quickly.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Alright. So what, it's a shame as well in this game they didn't create a system where you could get into the other common rooms. Like if you find a Gryffindor robe and you make your character look like a Gryffindor, and if you know the password to
Perfect
get in,
opportunity to show
you can
how to
trick the
use
fat
blue
lady
flames
into
to
thinking
get
that you're a
around bit
Gryffindor.
quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Alright. That's this. That one, I guess. Hufflepuff Common Room. So we're gonna click on this one. Take me to Central Hall.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Damn page of a book taunting me with my lack
Always
of...
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Come here, Rio.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
I'm sure I will. Thanks, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding
he's a bad
your
man,
arrival,
that Professor Fig. He's awesome.
Specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say
deliberate.
I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be
Use it
invaluable to you.
well.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes,
Oh, God.
Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alright. Hello, Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, homeboy. I didn't like to lie to her. I don't think I've said this once, so we'll go for it.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
No,
It
that's
may
true.
require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an
Accio.
exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold
Okay.
it and have a look.
Now we have a look here. So we're going to do Defense Against the Dark Arts first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
Levioso.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
Can't wait.
He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
I'm not an owl. Cast Charmed Compass. Open Sesame. Oh, it's a bit dank, isn't it? It's a bit dark out here today.
Revelio.
So like I say, we'll be collecting as many of these as we can as we're going along. I'm not going to read many of them because I've already read them for the most part. Yeah, right, so this is the one that always took me a while. Not always, this one took me forever to find. This goddamn window by here. Shouldn't have taken me as long to find as it did, but I always thought it was the rhino. Oops. Jeez it. Confringo!
Is that all you've got?
Bombarda.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be having to find one of them.
Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me
if this is 1890, yeah, that was 12 years ago.
Wales,
right, okay.
and lived to boast about
Woo!
it.
Wales!
Knowledge.
Yeah. Right,
To the wise,
78.
age matters
and we're
very
1890. No.
Today we will review a
We're
spell that
1880.
has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care
Dumbledore
to
started school in
remember.
1882.
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a
check
weak
again.
opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
No?
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something
No, right, yeah. So, that happened in 1978, and Dumbledore was a student in 1892, and this game takes place in 1890. Right, so yeah, okay. That was 12 years ago that she did that. Right. So it was just me flubbing up the date. Makes perfect sense now that she specifies that I did that thing on this particular date, because it wasn't like 2 years ago, it was 12 years ago. Because we're 1890.
Now, let's try
which means
something
we're
a little larger.
101 years behind Harry Potter, because he's 1991, I believe, is when he came to Hogwarts. Which means Harry's quite old. Because if he's 11 in 1991, I was born in 93. Harry's 13 years older than
Let
me.
us begin with the basic cast.
Alright, Professor Hecat.
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Now, well done.
Ow.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego. Yes, you're not allowed to lose this duel. I would have preferred if you could.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Stupid bugger.
Hey, she never said we could use Stupefy. She said Trego. Levioso and the basic charm,
Not
didn't she?
bad for a beginner.
Or basic cast.
You give as good as you get.
Well, I didn't receive anything, so you know. I like my nice gold and yellow.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Yeah!
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Terrible!
I demand
but
excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Righto, Professor. Yeah, so 1878. So this was 12 years ago it happened, not 2 years ago. Which again, in my mind, the time frame makes a lot more sense now.
Nice work.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert.
Well, I am
Sebastian
amazing.
Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you.
It would be
If you
cool
want
as
to get
well
the
if in
most out of
certain
your time at
dialogue
Hogwarts,
choices in
you're
the
going
game,
to need to
you
break
get
the
like
rules
a
now and
house
then.
crest
Whether it's
sort of
joining a
option
secret dueling
where
club
you get
or
to
sneaking into the
respond in a
restricted
way that a
section of the
Hufflepuff
library.
would respond.
You just
or
have to be
a
clever enough
Gryffindor,
not to get
you know, like that sort of thing.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
That would be
Good.
cool.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
Like,
look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower
if you get into a situation
if
where
you're interested.
maybe someone's, you know,
Till next
being
time.
bullied or... What the hell is that? Oh, that's the tail. Damn. Like, say someone's being bullied or something bad is about to happen.
Indeed, your field
I don't know, just like some situation and you're like hiding. But if you're a Gryffindor, you have the option to, like, you know, use your Gryffindor bravery and stand up for whatever's happening, defend the little guy, sort of thing. Or like, if you go into the what you call it? Go away. The kitchens. Because, you know, it's established that the Hufflepuffs are right next door to the kitchen, so they tend to pop in there quite often. You have more dialogue options with the house elves in the kitchen, because your house has a rapport with them.
Lumos.
Where other houses don't generally interact with the house elves of the kitchen very much. Your house does. Stuff like that. I think... when I mentioned that the game, like just little things like that, where your house has extra importance and not just a single mission in the game that is different for every house. I still think I preferred my idea, which was every oh, I need to collect that. Every house in the game has its own unique quest, but it's not the same placed quest. So for example, in the Ravenclaw quest, when you have to meet Richard Jackdaw, you go up into the owlery and you have to organise these this owl puzzle. And it should be that's everyone's quest, except for Gryffindor, who get to hang out with nearly headless Nick and get to go to the Death Day party. To the headless hunt with him, so he can try getting his name down as being a member of the headless hunt. And then a different quest in the game has you go do what we do with Hufflepuff. So that way there's 4 unique quests still, but there's also one quest which every house has as well. So instead of there being one quest which is different 4 times, there's one quest which is different 2 times. One house has a unique one and the other 3 have the same quest. Then there's a second mission with a unique and 3 house, so you get 3 extra quests basically. So there's 4 different missions, 3 basic versions of it, or 3 basic versions of all 4, and 1 unique one of all 4 at the same time.
Join the goblins in the uprising. Werewolves, where were you?
Oh.
In the Goblin Rebellion.
I think I've explained it well enough for you to understand what I'm trying to say. I also think there should have been more than 1 unique quest, or at least unique outcomes to quests based on your house.
Behind you.
I also think
There is an open seat
different
here.
characters should be interacting with you based on
Hello,
what house you're
I
in.
am
Like,
Nettie.
I thought this part,
So you are the new student.
I thought
Have you met
Matsai was
Professor
talking
Ronan
to
yet?
me because I was a Gryffindor, but that's not the case, which I
Shall we
like
begin?
less.
Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your
Same with the
education
dueling
on the
class.
art of charm work.
I thought
But
I was being
I
attacked by
am
the Slytherin
confident
because
that we will
Gryffindor
take
Slytherin
hold
rivalry
with the
sort of
passion
thing.
and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone,
Right.
please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all.
7 months,
By the looks of
mate.
it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Oh, summer months.
Do you
I thought he said
even remember how
7
to
months.
perform a basic
Every time I
summoning
thought
charm?
he says that. Summer months, right. That makes much more sense.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and
Because I couldn't
take
understand the
turns
math
summoning them
of
out
how
of
they had
one
7
another's
months
hands.
off
Only
and
one
still
book
did
will be needed per
an
partnership,
academic
Miss
year.
Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
I can't figure out what house he's supposed to be in. Because he could be Hufflepuff, because he's got a fair bit of like gold trim on his clothes and stuff. But then he's got like 2 snakes holding his cloak together, so it could be Slytherin.
Accio.
But he seems like jolly and happy like a Hufflepuff.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion.
I still think they should have
outside
added
for a spot of
more,
fresh air.
you know, nameless
After me.
students, because the class feels so bland or so empty. There should be at least 5, 6 more students just to make it feel like it should. You know, you could argue that, but you know that can't be all the 5th years.
I've always found that
'Cause there's
fun
like, what,
goes
10
hand
of
in
us?
hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So,
Because that means there's
what's
just
better
70
than
kids
a
in
bit of
the whole school. There's like
put
10
our
of them per
prowess with
year.
the summoning charm to the test, right?
Is absurd.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Oh, mate. Prepare to get your socks knocked off. Alright. Stand back and watch a master
Very simply,
show you how it's done.
Accio on one of the sphere. Very good. Splendid.
Well, that was a bit, no, yeah, it was still good.
That's it.
Ah, a bit early on that one. Oh, come on. It's like on the edge of 50.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff.
Boom.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on. Where's my bad sportsmanship option? Let me cast spells. Oh, what are you going for? That one. Ooh, she's going for a 50.
There we go.
Alright, alright. Merlin's turn. Ah, yes.
Very good.
You hit mine out, I'm gonna beat you with a stick.
Yes!
Okay. Oh, we're okay. Oh, stop moving.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
This is how we do it. Two can play this game, Miss Onai. Remarkable. Remarkable. Alright.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I wonder what happens if we both tie. Or if we tie both times. Alright then, Natsai.
I think we are
what
well
are you gonna
past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
I wouldn't say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Ooh.
This round settles it all.
Ooh. Oh, what you gonna do now? Ooh, oogie boogie. Oh, what the hell happened to me? Ooh. Alright, cool. She nearly got a 50 there. Right, we're gonna have to try and get this one. Problem is, it puts me in danger of her knocking my ball with that one. Oh. Turn around and punch her in the throat. No, she definitely wouldn't see that coming. Imagine that. Playing the happy wizard game and just start beating women. Alright, we got 250s. What you got now, Onai?
Nicely done. Watch
Just
this.
jab her with my wand. Ah, you're an idiot. You're a fool. You're a loser, that's what you are.
I had that.
An absolute loser. Right, we win by default. We're going to rub her nose right in it now and get a perfect score. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, I'll take my points to Hufflepuff.
You're a natural.
Thank you. Fool! I know! She's an idiot.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you actually get to see the Hogwarts stuff now, because last time you didn't get to see anything in Hogwarts, did you?
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
I shall.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks
you're a
for me to
noob.
get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm holding my own.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
At least you're
appreciate your
doing well
confidence.
while streaming.
I transferred here from Wagadu
I just
before
tried
my
and was
40th.
doing
My
well,
mother received an offer to teach
it depends
divination
on the
here.
day. Like, I'm
Before
pretty
I
sure when
left,
I was
we had
streaming
left
Red Dead
Uganda
Redemption
and
2,
were
I had
halfway
so
around
many
the world
days where I was
at
just
a new school in a new country.
falling into the water and drowning and just stupid mistakes constantly.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing.
I
with
think
you.
it's also because I've
with
played
you.
this game for over 100
I think
hours
Professor
already,
Vernon wants to
so
talk to
I'm
you.
starting
You better
to.
not keep him waiting.
I'm getting good
Until
to the
next
point
time.
where streaming isn't affecting me as much.
Of course, you can
I
use
could could only do
if you're
20
so
minutes.
inclined.
Had to use my data
Well,
and use most of
you'd
the
be using it
data.
on clothing
Oh
to
damn!
precise, Bastian.
How does
You know it
streaming
won't
off your
work.
phone work?
Revelio.
Surely, like the data in your phone isn't good enough to
Oh,
hold a stream. Not hold a stream. To do a stream.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Oh shit, mate.
An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss
Yeah, it
Bonai.
wasn't good.
Thank
I
you,
was
Professor.
really looking
I
forward to
enjoyed the
doing
match.
Elden Ring
Miss
again.
Bonai
Yesterday
is
went well.
always a fierce competitor, though I
Oh,
sense
have
that
to
she is a
connect
bit
to my
distracted
hotspot.
of late.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
Now,
I'm not sure what the
Professor Weasley
mobile
has
data
asked
probably is
that
the
your
alternative. Yeah, you don't want to be
professors give
forgetting to do that.
instruction outside
I've
of
wasted
the
my mobile
ordinary
data on
curriculum.
stuff like that so
Expect
many
to hear from
times
me
because I
soon
forgot to
regarding a special assignment
turn it off
that
or
I
connect
am
back to the
preparing for
internet.
you.
Yeah. Alright. Before we go downstairs. Quiet you. Give me that. Yeah, I am. Who are you? Samantha
Hello.
Dale.
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you.
Why?
You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going
no,
well.
chuck
You certainly
that, sir.
seem to hold your own in
It
charms.
chucked this so much I couldn't stream it. Oh well, hopefully. Yeah, well, fingers crossed, yeah. Wasn't too challenging a lesson.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities.
I weren't being humble.
Then again, he tends to be a bit
It wasn't that
overconfident
hard.
in
Oh,
his-
don't be shy.
Well, better see
you
to
should
my charms
be more
homework.
confident.
I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you
Well,
do.
I had to go for a non-standard haircut this colour because every other character I've made has just got standard hair and standard colour. So I had to go purple this time because we're a Hufflepuff, and you know,
Revelio.
Hufflepuffs are known to be the stoners and stuff. So I thought I'd go coloured hair because why not? So we got 5 in the middle, 3, 0, 4, 5. It is the Grap Horn. Then we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I still don't know what that thing is, but it's whatever that is. There we go. Bam, doors open. Can you make an absolute monstrosity? No, the game has preset faces as far as I'm aware. I've not really gone into the like character creator all that much, but I'm pretty sure the game doesn't let you go crazy with your character's look. Which I know will disappoint you. And we got some, what is this? Luxurious cloak. But we named ourselves Merlin. So let's get our robe on. Or our cloak, I should say. Merlin's cloak. A natural beige scarf. Let's chuck on... Actually, let's have no scarf. So put my hood up. Oh, I'll find a way. I'm sure you will, and when you do, I'll be interested in seeing it. Now we can have gloves, I suppose. Alright, it's just all the same ones. Did the stars move? Is there anything happening on my robe? No. Stationary. Could you imagine some massive unit walking around with a pencil stash and mullet? Oh, you can't give yourself facial hair for sure, because your character... Well, actually, your character's a 5th year, and the 1st year is 11. They'd be 15 years old, so... They'd have like a little baby facial hair, some of them, you'd imagine. Right, let's get this mission on the go. Have a little wander about the castle as you can see it, because the castle is ridiculously well made. Looks like a static robe. I know there's a dark robe or something. Yes, I keep clicking the wrong button. That would be this robe. Oh, there's a cool one. So I haven't put with this yet. The fanatic one. I like that. There's one, you get one of these for all the houses, and it's got, obviously each one has their own like animal, I guess, and also the right side and I suppose it's the left. But whatever, from this side, it's the right side, and the hood is the colour of the house as well. When I was in school, there was a kid with facial hair. Same, his name was Levi. And people used to bully him a lot for having facial hair, which is really weird. Because most of those people, if they can't grow a good mustache or beard, would probably be jealous of Levi and his ability to grow facial hair now. Is there a new game do the collectibles carry over to different no, the collectibles don't carry over because the collectibles directly connect to your health, to your level. I'll show you now. So this is a field guide page. Tells you about the painting behind us, but also gives us 80 experience towards leveling up. Oh, wrong way. So like they can't carry over the experience or the collectibles, that is. I've already got that one. And sadly, no, there also isn't a new game plus, which is a massive shame, because I would love to be able to go through this as my my initial character, who's max level. I got all the collectibles.
What about the room, Professor?
Yeah, but kids, I apparently I can't say that word now because Twitch or YouTube automatically like flags your video if you say it. Like, so I'll just try to avoid saying it going forward, because if I ever get big enough to earn money off YouTube, best not to have them delete,
your first classes went well.
red flag in half of my backlog, you know. Because I've already said that word a lot in previous videos.
Professor Fig taught you quite a bit.
How do you have the robes? Are they like pre-order robes? This one I'm wearing now, the Merlin robe. This one was for watching a live stream that the developers did the other day, but you can't get this robe anymore. The 25th was the final day to get it. Professor Fig hasn't... no, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonic from a stream.
The robe with the skulls and the smoke on it, that one is for buying the dark arts
I've asked your professors to
like
help
content, or for buying the deluxe edition of the game. So if you buy the standard edition, the bonus stuff is...
Professor Ronan did mention something about
I think it's £18.
In fact, Professor Ronan
which I bought it because I knew I was going to enjoy this game, and I went for it, and it was the right decision to make.
We've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way.
It's crazy you can't say anything on
seeds,
YouTube. Oh, it's stupid.
And spellcrafts.
Like,
thank you, Professor.
Because apparently they're cracking down on
Ollivander
swearing as a whole, and I've tried reducing my swearing just because I personally wanted to swear less. But if I get annoyed, I'm going to say fuck. You know, I'm not going to censor myself if I want to swear, but I just would prefer to just swear less in general. Dark arts content. Yeah, so you get a Thestral mount. You get that. You get a full ensemble. You get like a mask, a hat, gloves, a coat, or like robe, and a like an outfit under it. So you get a whole dark arts outfit, a Thestral, and I think it's something else. I think you might get the what you call it, the hippogriff called Caligo. I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make
no, you can still do Avada Kedavra and stuff through the story. It's more you get to look like a dark arts character.
I've noticed you spending time with
it doesn't affect the spells you can gain in the game. I will bring Natty because we already did it with Sebastian on the last streamed playthrough.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented
Yeah,
students.
it's just to make you look
And
eviler,
she
not...
knows the area. She'll keep you well
But
clear of any of Victor Rookwood's
well, actually, you
undesirable
can't
routes.
get a Thestral as a mounting game if you don't buy that
to avoid him and his associates, including
content.
his right hand of sorts.
I do believe. I'm sure you can get Thestrals in the game,
Once you've finished
but I don't
Professor
think you
Rona's
can actually
assignment,
have one as a
your friend
mount.
will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste.
Oh,
The sooner you complete your
Is
work,
that better?
the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three
Ah.
Broomsticks.
There's a mod to put that in the game for PC. They actually just play Voldemort shouting it. And I wish I had this game on PC just to have Voldemort. Speak to Professor... Yeah. But yeah, here's all the spells. So you got your free unforgivables by here. Better. Alright then. So so you got your free unforgivables. You got Wingardium Leviosa. These are for the Room of Requirement. Make items alter and make items disappear. Reparo, very self-explanatory. Lumos, this is your stealth spell. These free spells are your primary damage dealers, I believe, is the purpose to the red ones. These purple, which I thought were blue for my entire playthrough, well, that brings people to you. That sends them away. That slams them to the ground, and that spins them around. This one transforms, lifts them, hits them with ice, and stops them. So you got a nice variety of spells. You do have a few other ones that appear by here later, but I won't say what they are because the game doesn't want us to know what they are now. But they're not spells. They are like
there you are.
way of interacting with
You
stuff.
have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do.
Lay it
And
on
an
me.
exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one
Yeah,
who
so
will
we're doing
be
this on
teaching you
hard
spells
mode now as well,
outside
so
of class in
it'd
an
be
effort
interesting
catch
to
you up
see
with your peers.
how
A
difficult
number
this
of your
game is on
professors
hard
have agreed
mode.
to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll complete the
Start on the
task.
task right away, Professor.
Yeah, so we got to use our Accio to grab some floating books.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
There it is.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so if you actually look at the collectibles in the game, you've got 150 field guide pages just in Hogwarts Castle itself. You got 35 chests to find, 10 demiguise statues, and it says 2 astronomy tables. One, but it's actually 2, but you get one of them in the quest where you unlock the ability to interact with astronomy tables. So there's a nice amount of collectibles, although you do stop gaining experience for the collectibles before you've got
I
them all.
trust the preliminary
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous.
It was
you
easy,
clearly
man.
know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm
How
a
much
try
of Hogwarts
then, shall
can
we?
you explore?
Remember
Right,
to be
before I
deliberate in
end
your
the stream, if
enunciation
you want,
and
I'll
movement.
say my
I want
goodbyes
to
and
see
stuff,
some
and I'll
vigor.
load up my
Now,
good character,
wand at the ready.
and I'll
Yes,
show
sir.
you a lot more of the castle if you'd like.
Remember,
But you can explore
wand is a
basically all of it. It's
conduit of your
insane
magic.
how in depth this castle is. Oh, let's pick up the pace! Come on, man! Go on, go, go, go! Yeah. No, you can't go to the Chamber of Secrets. There is reference to the Chamber of Secrets, which I can show you if you'd like.
That's it. Very good.
And the reason why you can't go to the Chamber of Secrets, it is because in the Harry Potter movie Chamber of Secrets, which is set in 1992, they tell you that the Chamber of Secrets was first opened 50 years ago, which is 1942, and this game is set in 1890, so 50 years before the chamber was ever opened.
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am?
No, you can't speak to snakes,
girl
but
who
there is a
everyone at
character in
school
the game
hates
that
for no
can
reason.
speak to snakes, and you get to hear him do it. You
Everyone
do
hates
also
you.
get to hear
Why?
parcel
Because
mouth or
Hogwarts is
parcel
full of
tongue in
bullies
the
and
game during
spoilsports.
one of the
Leander
quests
Pruitt's
that
worst.
leads you down the
That
path to get
no
in the
talent, no
unforgivable
mind.
curses,
I wanted to
and
make
it's
some new
possibly
friends,
my favourite
and so I
quest
brought
in
my
the game. It's
collection
so
down to the
cool.
common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
I am the
Round
Juggernaut. Well, I'm not the
And
Juggernaut
if you
yet. I
lose,
will be though.
They spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
A foul-smelling liquid. Sounds like you
I
deserve
haven't
to have
much
your
interest
balls
in a
stolen
game that
off you.
sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be
Zenobia
so
knock.
cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers.
You know, considering this
Ever
girl's
written a story
attitude,
with
it's
Carol
weird that
as
she's a
well.
Ravenclaw and
And
not
now
a
those
Slytherin.
poor losers have taken my
It feels like the
gobstones
developers
and
kind
hidden
of
them
went
in
out
very
to their
high
way to
places all
not
over the
make the
school.
characters fit into the stereotypical houses, which makes no sense because people are placed into each house based on their, like, their mind, their attitude, their behaviour, sort of thing, how they think. So it makes no sense. I'd have done the same.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own.
I'm not sure if
I
they
don't
stuck
think I
up
know the
smart people,
necessary
but
spells
Ravenclaw are
yet.
like the smart people
need
who I
someone,
believe it's a pursuit of
perhaps a
knowledge.
selfless and talented
Hufflepuff
fifth
are like
year to help me.
hard-working, loyal people. Gryffindors are the courageous, and there's 3 words for each of them basically. Gryffindors are brave and like some other things, and chivalrous, brave and chivalrous, and then Slytherins are power hungry and what's the word they used? It's like cunning or something. Yeah, well, Hufflepuff, according to J.K. Rowling,
I'll see what I can do.
like the stoners,
appreciate the
basically.
help.
But in game, it
If you
says
do find all of my
hard-working,
gobstones, do come
loyal,
and see me again.
and
I'll be
something
back to playing
else.
Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I don't think there's a way to actually get them to show you what the house's symbol is once you've picked your house. You can only see it at the very start of the game, sadly. Definitely art students then.
Revelio.
I was an art student. I weren't a stoner.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school.
I
for
was a
Zenobia's
different
gobstones.
student, masquerading as
That's
an
one
art
of Zenobia's
student.
gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
To be fair, when I did art in college, no one in my class appeared to be stoners. Definitely more stoners in the music scene. You know? Let's grab this. That's on the wrong side. Give me that. Yeah, I can make the statue move as well. Also, when you mentioned about like exploring like the castle, an example by here, you can just pop into the library. You can go up the stairs and stuff. I'm not going to run around the library because the stairs annoy me because it's all spirally. You got the restricted section by here, which is locked, but you can unlock it at some point. Oh, wrong. That's the door. I'm missing the doors all the time at the moment.
There's something in there. I just know it.
We'll come back to her, because that's actually... It'll be interesting to talk to her as a Hufflepuff, because I've already met her. So I wonder if she'll talk differently to me. Wait a minute, let's go this way. What is that noise? What is that? Oh, that's probably the basilisk snoring, that is.
Revelio. Not look so pitch-kettled. No quest without challenge is a quest worth completing.
Yeah, exactly, my man. You keep telling yourself that. Still no for slider to no FOV slider and atomic heart. Yeah, there's been like 3 big updates or 2 big updates on that game as well. So You'd think
I'd
they
better
would
keep
have...
an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh yeah. Give me that. Oh yeah, you can go up to the divination class as well. Drops a ladder for you. Like, I want to play more of that game, but there's something... Well, to be fair, when I finished my second stream on it, my opinion of the game did improve.
Revelio.
But there is just something about the game that... I don't know, is hindering my enjoyment of the game. Just grab that. Nothing else in here. And I'm just not quite sure if it's the combat or, you know, just controlling your character isn't as fluid as I'd like it to be, and, you know, sort of, you know, the aiming is just faster than it feels like it should be, or it's not as responsive as it feels like it should be. I'm not quite sure what it is, but something about just aiming with... I don't know what I was doing then. Aiming with a gun just feels off. There's also a page that flies around here. I might have already grabbed it from down there though. But it's Revelio. Yeah, let's assume I already grabbed it.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's
It's on version
gobstones.
1.06, so 4 or 5 updates now. Oh god, what are they doing, man? They need to pick up the pace with the good updates. Yeah, so this is the key that actually explains to you how to complete these. I did not find this one. This was one of the final ones of these doors I found in the game. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm not even sure what that shape is. Is it an owl? It's that one. That's an owl, isn't it? 4. So we got a 0 and a 1. So we got 2, 3, 4, and we got the Hydra again. In we go. The field of view is the thing that hurts it for me. The robots just feel horrible to... Yeah, the robots are annoying. Because I'm playing that game on like normal difficulty, and they take way too long to kill and do way too much damage. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've got the lizard. And yeah, I think if you could alter the field of view, that would be great as well. Yeah, so you want to do these because 1, 2, I don't know, 3, 4, is it that one? No, it's that one. So we got 9, 8, 7, and then 1. Because inside these, you always get, except for the one we opened just now, it technically opened us into a room with multiple ones. You get one of these chests, which gives you some gear, and one of these chests, which give you an item. Oh no, it does give you a second chest. An item inside the room of requirement, so you definitely want to do these. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got the owl again. 13 and 0, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I still don't know what that is. It's a very weird looking shape though. I'm not quite sure what it is. There we are. See, if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have had bushes. And...
Revelio.
Ah. Yeah, so the basilisk is the creature that is hidden inside the Chamber of Secrets. So you can't interact with the basilisk
around the
because
school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Well, we already got the gobstone from by there. Because again, like at this point, the basilisk has never roamed the castle, presumably. At least there was never a report of it in like the law, or however you want to word it, you know. But I don't know. I would have liked it if you were a Slytherin, that you had the chance of being a parcel mouth, so you could hear the basilisk talking or something. Would have been cool. Another one of the doors. We'll do it. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The weird... Again, I don't know what it is. A kraken, maybe. Could be a squid. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we've got the owl again. Oh. There is mention of a basilisk in the game. You can find like a newspaper in Hogsmeade, and they mention how there's something to do with something about a basilisk. But in the Wizarding world, basilisk breeding is illegal, because basilisks are basically pugs or miniature cats. They aren't natural creatures. We'll go up first. They are like bred. They don't appear naturally in the wilds, sort of thing.
Revelio.
Yeah, to be clear as well, I've completed this game twice and started it a third and a fourth time, so that's why I know where a load of the Revelio pages are. Oof, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we got the lizard. Is that one behind me? No. Yeah, the basilisk is the gigantic snake that Harry stabs in the eye with the sword of Gryffindor. Ooh, so we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Again, I don't know what that is. I don't know where that or that is. That one's... I think that's an owl. That's the Graphorn, or Graphorn, whatever it's called, and that's a demi-guise. I forgot what I said it was. Was it that one? Oh no, it was that weird blimp, balloon-looking thing. That one. Let me in. It is a shame that you don't get experience for opening those, though. Alright, where's... Oh, we gotta go... Oh, yeah, we gotta go all the way up. We are, however, near Slytherin's common room now, so I'll go down. I can show you the reference.
Keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia gobstones.
I can show you the reference to the Chamber of Secrets, but I can't actually show you the Chamber of Secrets itself, sadly. And then the final one is in that room, but if you wanna the Centaur armor. A lot of these are interesting reads, though. Well, I think they are anyway. Especially if you like the movies and the books and stuff. So in here we have the casket that holds the goblet of fire, and it's not this one, is it? Oh yeah, look. So you got the little case that has the quaffle, the bludgers, but for some reason they don't have a golden snitch in there.
Revelio.
Oh, damn it, I should have read that one. There's one more in here. Is it this one? Ah, there it is. We have the trophy room. Got some stuff here. Let's grab the final gobstone.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
A YouTuber who streams Super Mario Maker 2, thanks to me, now has to double check codes after I debated him. Why was you debating him about codes? Well, like, he said it wrong. No, jabaiting. A form of trolling. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that. Fair enough. Alright, so that's the Mario Maker code for your level. Is that your newest level? Like I say, before we go down to oh, it's a fake one. Fair enough. Wouldn't have known that. Where is that page gone? Where'd it go?
Revelio.
Ah, there it is.
Accio.
Right, we'll go to that girl now, because what time are we on? Oh, we're on 2 hours. I wasted time. Well, I didn't waste time. I need to level up more on this one than my previous saves. So I guess when I stream tomorrow, we'll start off by going to Hogsmeade. Well, I kind of really don't need to go to my other character at the moment, because you're seeing a fair bit of the castle now.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
But you can go down into the dungeons. This is where the entrance to Slytherin's common room is. If you're a Slytherin, from this bit by here, you can see like this sort of black, dark shape. It's like a snake, and it comes up and creates like an archway by here. Not quite as far across as that, like by here. And a door appears in this section by here, which is really cool. I think it is anyway. I like it. And if you go by here, and you go...
Lumos.
We'll do this. Was it this way? I want to see Azkaban. Well, Azkaban I haven't been to yet, but that is on this character. You get to go to Azkaban as a...
Lumos.
As a Hufflepuff. So if you want, I can send you a message before I go to Azkaban, or on the stream where I think I'm going to be going there, so you know. Where? It's going to be somewhere else. But yeah, I want to see Azkaban as well, because I haven't seen it.
Revelio.
But if you scan this one by here, it's got the Slytherin sinks. Scratched into one of the copper taps on this seemingly ordinary sink in the girls' toilets is a small snake. No one knows what it means. And as we know from the movie, if you speak parcel mouth by the sink, it opens the way to the Chamber of Secrets. But our character isn't a parcel mouth, so he can't open the way.
Lumos.
But that's the closest you get to the Chamber of Secrets in this game, sadly. Yeah, you're a little moth. Salazar Slytherin did. So when like the 4 founders created Hogwarts, the 3 founders, excluding Salazar, were happy to have anyone in the school who had any magical aptitude. Whereas Salazar, like the evil Slytherins of the movies and books, believed that only pure blood wizards should be allowed in the school, and not, like, you know, muggles, muggle-borns or half-bloods. And he argued with the rest of the founders and he left. But as a countermeasure, he put a basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets, so one day when someone who believes in what he believes, like Voldemort did, they can release the basilisk, and then it will start killing all people who aren't pure blood wizards. Which I'm not quite sure how that works, because all you have to do is to look into a basilisk's eyes and then it kills you instantly. Like, you just instantly die. So I don't know how he accounted for pure blood wizards not looking at the basilisk.
Revelio.
It's a bit of a stupid plan, really, if you only want to kill 2 of the 3 kinds of wizards.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible.
But yeah,
However
so
did you do
this... I'm not
Common
sure how
sense and
old
basic
Hogwarts
magic.
is,
Well,
but the teachers
may I have
from
my gobstones back?
an older... Right, I'm going to give them to her, but I'm going to say no and see what she
I'm
says.
afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
No, I was only joking.
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have
Well,
them.
clearly a true wizard just knows
Merlin.
not to look
You
a
had me
snake in
worried
the
there.
eye.
Now
Yeah,
that
I
I have all my
suppose.
gobstones back,
That's
wonder
a
if
fair
anyone in the
point.
common room would be up for a game.
But terrible idea.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
You're an idiot, Zenobia. An idiot. Yeah, what was I saying? Right. Actually, go on. I'll save the game by here. So we're going to end the first part of the playthrough by here for today. But I'll load up my Gryffindor for you now, Alex.